Alrighty, welcome back to the Brown Boss Podcast, episode 58. We had just finished the Dodgers game. Unfortunately, game 4 was not our game. We have a lot to go over today. Kenny, how you doing, brother?
Good, bro. Good. How about you?
Good, man. Good. We actually had planned to do a podcast yesterday. We were like, all right, well, let's do it after the Dodger game. And I feel like that game never ended. I think it was midnight our time in California that it actually ended.
It's crazy.
Crazy game. 18 innings. So they essentially played 2 games. But of course, Mr. Walters himself, he had a walk-off home run. Freddie Freeman, that was freaking amazing to see. I did not last until 12. I think I got to 16th inning, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, man. I actually watched every single pitch. As you can see, I'm repping the last year's World Series cap, and the Dodger jersey, of course. But like you said, Game 4 wasn't our day today. But yesterday's game, man, it was crazy. 18 innings, 20-some pitchers used. Oh, man. Like, it was insane. I did feel that, I don't know why, but I felt that whoever won yesterday's game will not play too hard today. And it showed in Dodgers. Because Dodgers, I think, came with the mindset that, fine, we won that long game, so there's no pressure. And I think, Toronto came with the mindset that, guys, look, let's just win this game today. We lost the heartbreaker. Let's come back and, just come. I really wish today, because, Ohtani was going to pitch, right? I know that Dave Robert probably, if he could go back, maybe convince Ohtani that, hey, man, pitch game 5, don't pitch game 4, just because the game ended at midnight. And the turnaround is like 15 hours later, like at 5 o'clock again. And everyone makes I guess Ohtani needs his sleep like me, he needs his rest, and he's a big sleep guy. So obviously it wasn't a regular game, it was like a 2-game in one, basically. It was a 6-hour game almost, 6 hours and 30 minutes. So I wish it would have been better if Ohtani didn't really pitch today and it was like they switched it with Blake Snell today, because Blake Snell was rested, didn't do anything, so I think it would have been a different the outcome will be different for sure, So that was my take today. I was like, damn, because Ohtani looked good in the first 2 innings, and then as you can see, third and fourth, people were getting to him, like hits and stuff, which is unusual for Ohtani being a pitcher, and then at the same time, Dodgers bats, you can tell they're so tired and they're lazy and they're just not hustling, so but yeah, man, yesterday's game was remarkable, one of the greatest game ever, to be honest with you. It tied with the longest Dodger game back in 2018 against the Red Sox, which it was game 3 as well. And it was against the Red Sox, and we won that with Muncie's walk-off at that time. And, Freeman did it again yesterday. There were a couple of different times where I thought the game would have ended yesterday. Will Smith's home run, which was very close. Freddie had a chance with bases loaded. I thought he did it again. Teoscar's chance, he did it, and it was short, And then finally Freddie did it in the 18th. So it was crazy. The big thing about our bullpen wasn't, going to held up, and they did held up. They pitched a scoreless, like, 9 innings, which is remarkable, or 11 innings actually. So, which is great, man. What's your take about today's game?
Today's game was it was rough to see. I agree with you. I think they should have. I know Shohei didn't really play as far as batting wise, play much in pretty much after the 7th inning, I think it was. When they started just intentionally walking him the whole time. But yeah, I wish they would have probably just sat him down and said, go game 5, be well rested for it, because it showed today. He looked good, and then you can tell that he started to let some of the pitches hang a little bit, and that's when it obviously caught up to us. So as much as great as game 3 was, and that was one of the craziest game I've ever seen, it wasn't even like it was just the 1 2 3 out 1 2 3. It was like literally like they were getting hits, they were running their runners in scoring position, and we still were able to lock it up. That was a cool part to see. I think that's why it made the game so great, because we had so many chances. And then obviously we had Edmund, who had like really good defensive plays that he really saved the game for us a couple times. So
well, he blew it in the 4th inning by that miscue, that cost us a run there, So
then he made up for it, like with the relay, the game at in the 9th inning too. So like in the end, crazy. It sucks to see that we are going back 2-2. Toronto. It will end in Toronto. We have to win game 5, obviously. I mean, and then try to, but these Blue Jays, man, their offense, their batting is something else, dude. They're really good. Well, I'm surprised by it.
two best teams are playing, all right, from each conference, and so that's good. I thought this would be a little cakewalk, because I felt that Milwaukee Brewers were the hottest team. What Blue Jays are doing, that's what Milwaukee Brewers have done for the past 3 months, where they're
Right.
on fire, they're getting on base every 2 house singles, 2 house run, that's what we did, and we shut them down, right?
Yeah.
And I think the pitfall happened is game one, right, when Blake Snell wasn't sharp, and
Yeah.
I agree with you, and I do completely agree with you when you said that. I don't like that 1 week rest, and that's what ended up
Yeah.
happening. Blake Snell wasn't sharp. Their pitcher
Yeah.
was sharp because they just played Game 7 and they're coming off that, And
Right.
so, look, Blake Snell gets to redeem himself tomorrow. If I'm Blake Snell, watch how Yamamoto played and pitched. We needed that type of performance tomorrow because, to be honest with you, now it's not really a best of 7 series; it's best of 3.
Right.
And whoever wins, well, does that make sense? Yeah, best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever wins tomorrow will
2
have
more games.
we'll have basically 2 cracks at it to win one more, right? And
Yeah.
honestly, we don't want Toronto to win tomorrow, and we have to win 2 straight in Toronto. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So we need to tomorrow. Dodgers should play with some type of urgency. I do expect Blake Snell to hopefully go deep, at least go closer to 7th or 8th, and basically do a shutout, no scores, And so let's see how it goes. But
do you feel better about our relief pitchers after game 3, or you still don't trust them?
I don't trust Dave Roberts.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because the game, today, what was the purpose to go to what's his name? I forgot the relief. Thielen? No, not Thielen. Tynan. Trinan. Yeah, Trinan. What's the point of going to him? He's so bad right now.
Yeah, he's
yesterday, man. Dave Roberts actually played well. I mean, whoever he called up at the right time, right place, it worked out. Today, it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
I don't trust in all our relievers, and that's why we still need our pitchers to go 7th or 8th inning, And look, to be honest with you, now looking at it, it's only 3 games left, guys. Buckle in and pitch your heart out because you're gonna have all the offseason to rest and relax. If that means Blake Snell has to pitch 120 and go for 120 pitches, Yamamoto, if he needs to go to 120, let him. Technically, this could be the last start for Blake Snell for this year. Tomorrow, and Yamamoto's pitching game 6. That could be potentially a last game as well. So
I was gonna ask you. So if we win tomorrow, would you want Yamamoto pitching game 6 to close it out, or would you say because then you have Glass now being our game 7 pitcher, right? Technically,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly. Both of them will be game 7 is gonna be all hands on deck, to be honest. Even for Toronto. Yeah. So there is no game 7 pitcher, but yeah, Glass now will be our starter. Yes, I agree with you.
So wouldn't you say okay, we win tomorrow, we get Blake Snell?
You can't go to game 7, man. You can't go to game 7.
But then game 6, wouldn't you want to just have our best pitcher game 7 just in case as a backup?
No, because you know why? I'd rather have Yamamoto try best chance to close that series out. Because as Dodger fans, we saw what happened in game 7 against Astros. We had our second best pitcher going, which is Yu Darvish, and Kershaw didn't go, and he blew the game 7 for us. Yeah. I wouldn't look. Game 7 will always favor the home team, no matter what, man. Always favor the home team. If it's game 6 and we have a 3-2 lead, I would feel more comfortable with Yamamoto. What he did in Toronto in game 2, going complete game, I would be so confident in him just closing it down and calling it a deal, because game 7, even for Toronto and Dodgers, I don't think you'll see any relievers pitch, to be honest with you. Especially for Dodgers. If it goes to game 7, you will not see no reliever being pitched. Because I'll tell you exactly how it's going to go. It's going to be Tyler's going to go 1 or 2 innings. Shohei's going to go 1 or 2 innings. That'll get us to the 4th or 5th, whatever, how you want to do it. Then we're going to have Blake Snell go back. And then we're going to have Yamamoto go out. And, that's how they're
think you're gonna, with a 1-day rest, they'll have
Yamamoto was going to go on a 1-day rest again yesterday.
No, if he pitches game 6, wouldn't
No. What I'm saying is Yamamoto. No, I agree with you. Yamamoto was going to go on a 1 or 2 day rest. He was warming up yesterday. You didn't catch it yesterday because it was gone. Right. But if we didn't score, Yamamoto was coming in the game. And he pitched on Saturday, and that was a Monday game yesterday. And so he was on a 1-day rest. And he was going to come in. He told Dave Roberts, "I don't use anybody. I'll come in." And so he was going to pitch, and they asked Dave Roberts, Yamamoto was warming up. Was he coming up next? He's like, if we didn't score, Will Klein was done. and
Right.
Yamamoto was going to
He's
get the
pitched
ball.
4 innings.
And
Crazy.
they asked how long was Yamamoto going to go for. He's like, if Yamamoto was going to come in, he was going to come in for 3 to 4 innings for sure. So he was coming for a long haul. He wasn't coming for like only a 1 out or 3 outs. He was coming for a long haul. So what I'm trying to say is that yes, Yamamoto will be in Game 7 too. Dave Robert better not use any relievers for Game 7 if he gets there. He better use all 4 of his dominant pitchers in increments of the 9-inning game and win that. That's what I would do. That'll be my if I'm Dave Roberts. I mean, Tavis, wouldn't you do that too? If you're Dave Roberts, you have Tyler and Shohei do the first part of the game, 6 innings. Doesn't matter how they do. First part of the 6 innings. Then the next part of the 6 innings, you're gonna have Blake Snell and Yamamoto somehow combine and come out of it and go from there. Man, that's what I would do. That would be my game plan.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I mean, if we're able to do that, then I think for sure that would make sense for us to do. Yeah, I just
It's Game 7, man. No, there's no game tomorrow. I mean, you're gonna have like 5 months rest.
Yeah.
Pitch it out. Like, fuck it. Like, just go pitch out, man.
Yeah.
Make everyone kill their shoulders. Doesn't matter. They'll have 3 months to recover if you have to.
Man, that's tough. Yeah, I hate that we did lose today, though. Obviously, I would have wished we won today. Even losing tomorrow, okay, fine. We're still up 3-2. We go to Blue Jays try to win one of the 2 games. I would have felt better about that than the other. Yeah, speaking of Game 3, one thing, and I know you mentioned this in our group chat about Kershaw coming in for that 1 out, bases loaded. I mean, just to put in perspective, like, this is probably the last pitch he's ever going to pitch in his entire life, right? He's retiring at the end of the season. He's not going to come back in as a reliever anymore, right? That was just like a one-time thing. But imagine the pressure, it's like extra innings, bases loaded, Kershaw go out there. It's either like he ruins it and everyone hates him for life, or he goes out there and do what he did, which is get the out and go into the next inning or to the bottom half. I just thought that was a very gutsy call by Dave Roberts. It potentially could have ruined his legacy as one of the most dominant, because like you throw him out and you're like, all right, get the last out, and he's like, dude, I'm supposed to be retiring. I'm getting my freaking 401k set up right now. You're like, why are you throwing me out there? That was interesting to see.
Just to go back, yeah, I agree with you, man. I texted that. I was like, I don't know what Roberts is doing. And if you look at it, if we would have lost yesterday's game because of Clay and Kershaw, today we didn't want to show up. We would have been down 3-1 to Toronto, and like that would be over. Series is over basically. Yeah. And I hated that move. I still hate that move. And I know Kershaw got out of it. Kershaw got lucky. He hit one pitch, almost hit the player. That could have cost us a run. And second of all, dude, I don't know why Dave Roberts would set him up like that, man. I don't understand why. Like, is Dave Roberts like doing it on purpose to tarnish his legacy or what? Dude, did you see the reaction for his wife? Like, she was gonna have a heart attack, like, because it's not the right thing to do, man. Like, and I agree with you. That's probably the last time he pitched at Dodger Stadium. I don't think he's pitching tomorrow. Right. I doubt it, maybe because he's on a 1-day rest. Maybe he might pitch, but depending on how game goes tomorrow, I don't know if he pitches. That's probably the last game he pitches. And imagine if they got a single.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so bad for legacy.
What they would have said? Kershaw doing Kershaw playoff time.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, why are you putting me in that position? Like, I just don't get it. Obviously, and I'm sure there's a lot of trust behind it with Dave Roberts, but it's like, dude, even throwing the ball, like, he didn't look like he had the stuff that he used to have, not even close to it, right? He was barely a relief pitcher, if you can call him that. And yeah, that was a gutsy call, but I'm glad he did get the out. I'm glad we got the win, because that would have been
going really back, right? I don't know the love he has for Blake Trinan, but he was the reason why we gave them a 5-4 lead yesterday.
Yeah.
He's the one who blew that.
Why does he keep throwing him out there? I don't get it, dude.
Like, even today, I understand the other pitcher, Bonta gave up 2 runs, 1 run or whatever.
1 run, yeah.
Adam, Blake Trinan came in, gave up a run again right away, Yeah. So I don't get it, man. Like, if he keeps on going out there, Dodgers are not going to win this World Series. I'll tell you the first thing. Toronto wants to see Blake Trinan. Toronto really wants to see. He sucks right now. And, like, I don't know why I don't know why Dave Roberts keeps on going to him, man. I mean, doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand today's game at all. The approach they took, like, why?
Yeah.
So
I mean, Will Klein looked good. I know he pitched 4 innings, so he's probably gonna rest up a little bit today, but he looked really good yesterday. I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's so much better option out there. Yeah, Banda looked better. I know he didn't look too good today, but I think he's a better option than Trinan.
Exactly, but
But he
keep him
just keeps
in, man.
going to him for some reason, like every single. I mean, he almost cost us a series in the previous match, not the Brewers, but against the Phillies. Like he almost cost us that too by throwing his ass out there.
Yeah, and
So
then yeah, and so it's horrible, man. So, but yeah, man. And then another thing I want to talk about is what is his love for Andy Pahej?
yeah, but yeah,
I
the
understand
dude
I understand he's a good defensive player. He's 1 for 34, man.
has a 0.080 batting
What
average
is
in the
his
playoffs.
love for Andy Pahej? I don't get it. Like, I understand he's a good defensive, but get the hell out of here, man. Put in Will Call.
Yeah,
Put somebody out there, man. Like, this is not working. Like, it's pissing me off, man. And then on top of that, why is he putting him in ninth? Why not put him eighth? Because the thing is
right,
this: when he's on ninth, he's never gonna get on base. And
right.
most of the time when Otani came up, it was
It's by
nine
himself.
one two. It was always
Right,
9-1-2. It was never 1-2-3, right? So
right,
if it's 9-1-2, Andy Pye is already gonna get out right away. So
right.
obviously Toronto doesn't care to pitch him. But if you have Kike or if you had like a freaking somebody else, Tommy Edman pitching, I mean
Yeah, Edmund
hitting
maybe.
ninth,
Yeah,
right? At least they have a chance to get on the base for for Otani, and then makes
yeah,
Toronto pitcher think that, oh shit, I better, because see, it's different when the player is on for Otani because the pitcher is also thinking about the runner. He's also has to
yeah,
pitch to Otani, and that's where pitchers
right.
messes up, and that's where Otani takes advantage. Here, Potheads always gets out, and
Yeah.
so I don't understand that, man. It's pissing me off. Like now, take him out. He's done. Like literally, I think he's done for the Dodger. But he should be out of this damn World Series right now, man. It's pissing me off, dude.
Yeah, he's just an automatic out, dude. He hasn't scored a run or he hasn't registered a hit. Well, I guess he did in Saturday night, but yeah, the dude's terrible, man. I don't know what he does. Oh man, but it's 2-2. I mean, it's the World Series we were hoping for. It's a really exciting one. I mean, Game 3 was just something else. So I still like cannot imagine. I try to stay up as much as I can. I was in bed, like I know we both called it, and I was like in bed until like 11 o'clock. I'm like, and you would text like, oh, thank God, or something like that, right? And I was like, oh, so could we won? Because because my stream is lagging, so I thought, okay, we won the game. So I'm watching, and I was like, nothing happened. What is Camille talking about? But that was such a crazy ass
It
game, man.
was, man.
That was so fun to see. I'm glad we saw it in our lifetime because I mean, Otani set the record for the most extra base hits in a
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and
I
on
mean,
base
which
as well 9 times.
9 times, like that will probably never be broken because what are the chances of that ever happening where you go 18 innings in a World Series?
And
But
and also, well, what's your take on? Because today the biggest thing was people hate the fact about the walk,
oh yeah,
intentional walks. What's your take on that? I have my
it's
own take
part of
on
the
that.
game, man. I
Exactly,
mean,
exactly. I
it's
agree.
part of the game.
Exactly. You can't just change the game saying you can't do an intentional walk.
Yeah,
You know,
you
and so I mean,
it's like hack a Shack, right? I mean, it's like you there are risks both ways. Obviously, you set up a person on base for Mookie Betts and Freeman that can come back and haunt you. And I mean, Barry Bonds got walked a million times. When he was saying the record. So like, it's just, I mean, that's showing you just how great Otani is and how scared people are. You're not gonna like limit it. It's not fun to see. I get it. It's not good. It's not necessarily good for baseball because you're essentially walking the best player in the
right.
freaking game. But it's part of the game. It's there for a reason because you don't want to. I mean, what are they going to do? Okay, they're going to say no intentional walking. Okay, then they're just going to throw four balls. What do you expect them to do?
Exactly.
You can't force a pitcher to throw strikes. It's already hard enough to throw a freaking strike. You can't force them to throw strike to a person. It's dumb.
Yeah,
What are your
and I
thoughts,
agree.
man?
It's part of the game. They're not going to take that away. And it's like
Yeah,
there's no. And like you said, it's the biggest respect you can get from other team. In a World
exactly.
Series game, they want to walk you. Like
Yeah.
that's a great
I'm
thing
just glad
ever.
that they have it now instead of like the whole BS we had
Hmm.
before where you had to throw the four balls. Like now it's just like, okay, just go.
Yeah.
It just speeds up the game faster, which I'm glad.
Before we move on,
Yeah.
prediction how the series will go and end and what's gonna happen. So when we come Monday, we're gonna have a winner because Game 7's
Yeah.
on Saturday, and so we're gonna find out who won. So how the series is
But
gonna go, best of three etapas, how it's gonna play out, and who's the MVP.
okay. So I will win next game. We'll be up 3-2. I honestly feel it's gonna go game 7. And that is when the Dodgers will win. Of course, me being a Dodger fan, the MVP has to be Otani. It's got to be Otani. If the Dodgers don't win, the MVP will be Vlad Guerrero Jr., but it has to be Otani from the Dodgers. What do you got?
I do feel we'll win tomorrow, and I do feel that if Yamamoto pitches Game 6, we'll finish in 6. If Yamamoto changes to Game 7, then yeah, I think we'll. I have. You're gonna be shocked, but I have Yamamoto winning the MVP.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I do feel Yamamoto might throw another complete game for Dodgers to win. And if he throws a complete game, 2 complete games in World Series I don't think has ever even happened.
Yeah.
And if he throws one more complete game, and I think he's strong enough where he can do it, and if that's a clincher to win the World Series, how do you not give it to Yamamoto over Otani? So I think
what if Otani goes off? What if he has in a couple home run games?
I don't know, because complete game is a most impactful thing. You control the other team's offense. Like, that's the thing, you know? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Otani can go off and, you know, have like what he did yesterday, 2 home runs and 2 extra base hits. That's a crazy game. But no, but I mean, like I said,
what if we win like 4-3? Right, and he still thought it was a complete game, but he still gave up 3 runs.
Yeah, I know. It'll be a toss-up, man. I don't know.
If it's a shutout, then yeah.
But no, I get it. I get what you're saying, but I do feel that if Yamamoto pitches and has a complete game, I think Yamamoto will win the MVP. It goes to Game 7, Otani will win it, but I do feel that Dodgers will. Hopefully, their bats wake up. Their bats hasn't woken up. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, man, it's bad.
They have besides Game 2 towards the end, they woke up and they scored a couple of runs. But Game 1, we didn't wake up. Game 3 didn't really wake up. Besides Otani woke up. That's it. Otani's the one who scored all the runs for us. And, you know, Game 4 today, as you can see, nobody woke up today. So our bats need to wake up, man. Like, I mean, people got to start hitting. Mookie's pretty bad right now. Like, he's not getting any timely hits. And then I don't have no idea why Andy Paz is still in the lineup. Get the hell out of here. And
he's definitely bringing everybody down.
Exactly.
I think our best hitter as far as playoffs goes is Teoscar. But he's at 0.271. So he's not even that good. You know? Otani's behind him at 0.268.
Yeah.
Our worst, obviously, Andy Baez. He's the 0.000.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah, we gotta. I mean, our batting's gotta get better, dude. We gotta wake up a little bit. I mean, which is surprising, because even though it's been this bad, we're still on the verge of Game 3-2, which is crazy.
And the thing is this, dude, Toronto doesn't have any ace.
Yeah, they don't.
And that's a shocking thing. We face Philly.
Yeah.
Loaded ass lineup with their ace. Yeah. And we beat their asses. And here we can't even freaking crack anything with this people right here, man. So, I don't know, man. We should win tomorrow. Tomorrow should be our game. We can't go to Toronto winning 2 now.
Yeah.
That'll be tough.
We got to win tomorrow. Tomorrow they're a must win.
And to be honest with you, I'm kind of happy we're not going to Toronto 3-1. Well, the reason why is if we went back to Toronto, wait, would it be 3-1 if we went back to Toronto? So if we would have won to 2-1.
No, it would be 3-2.
Oh, sorry. We'll go back to Toronto 3-2. I'm glad we didn't win today, being up 3-1. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. I'm glad we didn't win today, going up 3-1. Is because Dodgers have tendency to relax and fall asleep. And if we would have went up 3-1 and thinking that we have 3 chances to win 1 game, Toronto was you saw what they did to Mariners, right? Mariners, basically, even I thought, as a baseball fan, that they're actually going to make the World Series. The Mariners were up 2-0, and they won 2 games in Toronto. And they came home with needed 3 victories. Seattle only needed to win 2 out of 3. That's all they had to do to wrap up the ALCS. But they won 2 games in Toronto, and coming back home to Seattle and just needing 2 games out of 3, they fell asleep. And Toronto won back-to-back games in Seattle, and then Seattle finally win that Game 5 and coming home. So what I'm trying to say is that Dodgers would have became too relaxed and thinking that we need 1 shot to win 3 games. I mean, 1 game out of 3, and that would be bad news for us, man. So I'm glad that they're on their edge. Like right now, it's not easy on them. They're like, oh shit, you know, we actually got to play. Let's wake up. So now so it's 2-2 now. So tomorrow they got to show up. You know, and so they got to play. And so I'm glad. And that's another thing. I'm glad that we're not going back, you know, right now with 3-1 and being 3-2, going back home. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think Snell's got to show up tomorrow. He's got to redeem himself after that horrendous game.
Horrible. Yeah.
Man, let's see. Let's see. This is like, very exciting, man. I mean, I want to say that this is so far a better series than the Yankees one was. Even though we
100%.
had that crazy ass, game one walk off, grand slam, all that stuff with the Yankees, but like this is so
Oh yeah,
far way better.
this is World
Way more
Series, man. This
competitive.
is exciting, so I can't
Yeah.
wait, bro. This is awesome.
All right, let's get into some football.
Yes, sir.
So
Pretty,
we
pretty, pretty
have,
quiet. Pretty quiet for football.
yeah,
Nothing crazy.
yeah, pretty quiet week so far. Let's see. We had the Chargers beating the Vikings. That was expected. Dolphins beating the Falcons. Bengals and the Jets. So I think this was one game that you want to double click on. So the
Mm-hmm.
Jets coming from behind. I thought the Bengals had this game in the bag, and then Justin Fields and I forgot the coach of the Jets, but they get his first win of the season.
Justice Fields,
man, and this is without their best wide receiver. Their two best wide receivers. The Jets, they didn't have Garrett or anybody.
Yeah.
That was impressive, man. I mean, again, this is not a redemption thing. I don't think Justin Fields he looked okay, but I just think the defense for the Bengals is so bad that you have an opportunity if you're playing with them. That in the end you can still catch up because they scored 23 points in the fourth quarter to win the game.
Yeah, I agree. And the coach is Aaron Glenn from Jets.
Aaron Glenn, that's right. Detroit,
and I'm surprised Jets won in Cincinnati after Cincinnati had such a great victory against Steelers the week before on a Thursday nighter. And this is just a really bad loss for Cincinnati because you had an easy victory against the Jets.
Yeah, man.
You're about to be 500 with Joe Burrow out.
Yeah.
You're 3-4. Come on. You're 3-4 and you have Jets in your schedule.
Bye week. And with that crappy defense, you still think you can beat the Jets no matter what. And they were.
Bro,
and, man.
What they just wet the bed, man. I mean, you could have been 4-4 in that division or in that conference too, but yeah, man, give it up to Jets. Aaron Glenn sticking with, Justin Fields pulled it out finally. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to go, but this is a bad loss for Cincinnati.
It's probably the only win they'll have this year, honestly.
I agree. Bad loss, man. Horrible loss.
Bad loss. All right, then we got the Patriots beating the Browns. Their Patriots are 6-2 now, which is crazy. They are leading their division. Surprisingly, who would have thought? I mean, honestly, I think both you and I had them going to the playoffs, but we didn't think they would be this good.
6-2.
Drake May looks good.
I guess Brady's playing, right?
It seemed like it. 6-2. And McDaniel's there, so everything looks better now. He's probably just throwing whatever. He probably feels like Drake May can do what Brady used to do.
I mean, 6-2, bro. If you would have told me that Pats was gonna be 6-2,
I would have. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Then we got the Eagles getting their revenge against the Giants, which again we expected. Scatterboo did go down injured.
What's your take on that, man? I mean, Giants is two young future players.
Yeah.
Week 2 was Neighbors, and now week 8, Scatterboo going down, man. Two young players and two devastating injury. One was MCL tear, and this was now it's coming out. It's going to be dislocated kneecap or ankle.
Oh, man. He can come back, right? From a dislocation, he can come back in a few weeks. I mean,
MCL, he's out for the year. He's out for the year. No, he's out for the year.
Oh shoot! I thought it was he would be back.
I heard it was out for the year.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, dude. But again, what do you expect from the Giants? I mean, this was the year where you're trying to figure things out. Jackson Dart has been playing pretty well, so I think they have a future. It's just going to be just like, all right, let's just lock it down and keep Dart healthy, and let's go into the next year because they're not doing anything without Neighbors and Scatterboo. They're not doing anything, man.
I agree.
It's tough to see, though. I mean, the kid runs 100 miles. He's like the Russell Westbrook of running back. He just does not care and just goes and gives 100%, which I love to see. But yeah. In the opposite side, Eagles side, Barkley had 150 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Are we back? Are the Eagles all the way back now? What do you feel? No?
I mean, if you give injured Giants players, to play, no. Eagles are still Eagles, man, to me. I don't think they're back yet. I mean,
they've beaten two kind of bad teams in back-to-back. They beat the Vikings and then they beat the Giants, which, again, I don't think they were any good either. let's see them beat a good team. Then we'll see.
I think they have a bye week coming up next week, so they got lucky now.
Yeah, bye week, and then they get the Packers right after that,
I want to see
which
that.
would be
I
probably the
want to see
best
that.
litmus
I
test.
want to see that.
So they get the Packers, they
I
get
want to
the
see what Packers
Lions.
are made of because they're now rah because they beat Pittsburgh, which is a great victory. Rodgers played well in the first half, and then the Packers defense shut his ass down in the second half.
Right.
I want to get into this because I know we have a couple of fans, who are Packer fans, listen to this. So Rodgers was playing like Rodgers from Green Bay in the first half, picking up Packers defense left and right.
Slinging it, man.
They were. I think at one point they were up 17-6 or 14-6 or something. I forgot they were up something big.
16-7, yeah.
Yeah, something like that, 16-7 or something. At halftime, I think too. And I don't know what happened. Rodgers threw below 100 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. He actually was contained to below 100 yards, but then in that last possession, he threw so much, so he kind of went over. So he was shut down before that last possession. Micah Parsons showed up second half. Packers played well. It was a good victory because they came from behind. Playing in Steel City is not easy. I lived there for 6 months, so I know how diehard fan they are. And the home field advantage is true there. So being down that large and coming back was a great victory at Packers. I mean, they played well. So I mean, I'm surprised. They played really well. But yeah, man, let's see how they do against the Eagles. In 2 weeks.
Yeah. They got the Panthers next, which should be an easy win. With the Steelers, I don't really think they're good as a record would show. Right, their defense is pretty bad, which is surprising for a Mike Tomlin run team. Aaron Rodgers is probably the best part of their entire team is that his offense. He's playing a lot better this year than he did with the Jets. But their defense is bad. I mean, giving up 21 points in the fourth quarter, you're bound to lose, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
So as good. I mean, I know obviously everyone's like, oh yeah, Michael Parsons looks good, blah blah. Like also the Steelers aren't that good. They were 4-2 at the time, but everyone kind of knew. I mean, even going into the game, the Baltimore Ravens had a higher chance of winning the division, and they were at 1-5 at that time going into
crazy,
the game.
man.
So even the stats people know, like, okay, they're not that good.
That's crazy.
It's one of those things, but I mean, good for them. I think their biggest test will be the Eagles. We'll see which team comes out from that.
100%.
Yeah, because next week will be an easy win for as well.
Let's see if they're gonna wet the bed because a lot of people just wet the bed afterwards, So
yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a really good game though. Can't wait for that. Ravens beat the Bears. Your boy Caleb Williams struggled again.
Came back to earth, man.
Yeah, he's they're kind of on and off. They're 4-3 now. Ravens are 2-5. So I mean, I think people expected Lamar to play this game, but he didn't.
He was going to, but that was a last minute scratch, actually.
Yeah. So and Tyler Huntley came in, played pretty well. They're expecting Lamar to play next game, right?
Yeah.
So it is. What are your thoughts, man? I mean, is this more like the Ravens are coming back to earth and their defense has gotten a lot better the last 2 weeks?
People are getting healthy, right? There are a lot of injuries too, so people are getting healthy and ready to go. And they're staying afloat until Lamar comes back, which he should be back now, right? Coming next game he'll play. So I expect Ravens to get back into it in the fold. Obviously, Steelers do have the lead right now, right? In the division, right? They're winning the division, not by too many games, probably by a couple of games. So we'll see, but it's gonna come since they start off so bad. I think this division is gonna come down towards the last couple of weeks. To be honest with you, who wins the division?
Probably last week, because last week of the season is Steelers against Ravens.
There you go.
Ravens play Dolphins next, Vikings, Browns, and then Jets, which I think they can go win all, and they'll get to above 500 after that. And then they got the Bengals and stuff like that. So I think this is the Ravens coming back, making a rush for it. And the Bears, I think they still have a lot of learning to do. Caleb Williams looks good and bad. He had a lot of throwing yards, but he just didn't look as good that he has looked the last few weeks. But yeah, overall, pretty good game. What else we got?
Dave Roberts hints that he's gonna have lineup change.
Oh God, bias? Do you think?
Get him out of here, dude. I mean, honestly, bro, pissing the shit out of me.
I got the Texans beating the Niners, which we all expected. Bucks beating the Saints. Broncos beating the Cowboys. This was interesting to see.
But dude, in Denver, man, that team is so unbeatable, man. They were only if they go on the road, then I don't know if I can bet on them. But dude, man,
right. In Denver, it's unstoppable with that. The elevation difference and that defense, it's something else.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah. Colts beat the Titans. The Colts are again the number 1 team in the NFL at 7-1. What are your thoughts, man? So Jonathan Taylor has been lights out this season.
Oh gosh,
They're saying
Colts.
that he has an early push for MVP. What are your thoughts, man?
He's playing like Saquon from last year. To be honest, he's running, man. Finally, dude. It took him so long. I had him in my fantasy team so many years, and this guy would not.
So
produce.
1 year you didn't draft him, he's
1
like,
year.
he's
I
going
passed
off.
upon him for sure. I know that. I'll tell you that right there. But I'm just they're playing well. But I was gonna ask you about this. Is it so much of the regular? Because there's been some teams who have had really good regular seasons, like, and they just they're not gonna be good in playoffs. Are they one of those teams, or are they really?
I think they are
really a threat.
I think it was you that said this, but they are like the Minnesota Vikings of last year.
Yeah.
Like, 14-2. God, this seems gonna be so good, and then playoffs come, you're like, what the hell are we doing? Danny Dimes back to being Danny. Oh no, Dimes.
Danny, oh no, Dimes.
But yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. They looked really, really good. Their offense is clicking. The defense looks good. I mean, obviously their record is impressive, and for rest of the way, the only team that's really going to challenge them a lot is probably going to be the Chiefs. I think that'll probably be the litmus test to see if they're legit. The Chiefs are all the way back.
Yeah.
And because they got the Steelers next, the Falcons, and then they got the Chiefs. So we'll see how that game goes, and if they can beat them or not. But yeah, I don't think they're like the Steelers. Their record looks better than they actually are in the playoffs. What do you think, man?
That's what I think so too, man. I still stick by that. Like they're the Minnesota from like last year, basically.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go far, man. I mean, I can see. Honestly, I'll pick any of the teams who are not in the playoff right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll beat them. Like I'm talking about like Cincinnati can beat them, who are not currently in the playoff. Baltimore can beat them. Like Buffalo can definitely beat them. Shoot, who else? But like I'm just saying, the teams who are not currently in playoffs, they can beat them. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. I'll choose them over anybody.
Yeah. All right. So before we go into predictions for next week, I do have a question for you. The teams that are leading their division are the New England Patriots, Steelers, the Colts, Broncos, Eagles, Packers, Buccaneers, and the Seahawks.
Okay.
Besides the Eagles, because we know the Eagles are locked. Besides the Eagles, which other teams do you think I guarantee this team is going to lock that division up? Of all the players, of all the teams I just mentioned. Colts?
Yeah. There's no one there.
Yeah, that's true.
No one. Like, I'll tell you right now, Colts will win that division. There's no one catching them. They're 8-1 right now, I think, or 7-1.
7-1, yeah.
They're not. No one's catching them.
Jags are 4-3, so a couple games behind them.
No one's catching them, man.
All right. And then, so which of them will you guarantee will not hold on to?
Which will not hold on to it? Oh, Steelers.
Oh,
sorry. Okay. Actually, I'll take it back. Patriots. Sorry, yeah. Patriots.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think Pats for sure. I think will not hold on to that. I think the Bills are just so good. But yeah, I feel more confident about the Pats not holding on than the Ravens making a comeback. And then as far as holding on to the lead, this is tough. Yeah, probably the Colts, I think, because Broncos are not gonna be staying there. It was with the Chiefs getting hot again. The Seahawks, Rams are just up and down. Everyone is 5-2 or 5-3 over there. Tampa Bay, I guess Tampa Bay would be another one that I can lock down to because I don't see the
Tampa Bay will hold it down though, man. Don't you think Tampa Bay?
Because I mean, the only actual rival there is the Panthers. They're at 4-4, which is also surprising. I thought Panthers were the worst team in the NFL, but they're at 4-4. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's get into predictions. 9.
All right, man.
All right, so first off, throwing off Thursday night, we got the Ravens against the Dolphins.
Wait, hold on. Wait, who's yours, actually? Because I said that guarantee is going to be the Colts and unguaranteed is the Pats. Who's yours?
I said the Colts, and I said the Pats, too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like the Pats will not win as many games as the Bills will. I feel more confident in that than... My other choice would have been the Steelers and the Ravens. I feel more confident because the Ravens have a long way to go versus the Pats and the Bills are kind of neck and neck overall.
Before we continue for next week, real quick, we're actually at the halfway point of the NFL season. Yeah. This was not in my agenda, but I just thought about it right now. Has your prediction changed for Super Bowl?
I had the Bills winning it all. No. So the same.
Same here. Rams.
Bills and Eagles.
Rams and Bills.
You still feel good about the Rams, huh? I mean, you also did predict that the Chiefs will miss the playoffs. Do you still stand by that?
I changed that prediction right away, dude.
Week 2, you're like,
I'll tell you right now, though. I still don't think they win the division.
Right. I think
Chargers takes that
either
division.
the Chargers or I
Or
feel more comfortable
Denver,
with the
maybe
Chargers will
Denver,
hold
maybe
it.
Denver. Yeah, Denver's good
Yeah.
too. So, but I don't think they win the. Hey, you know what, man? Chiefs can still miss this playoffs, dude. That division is slamming good, dude. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good records out there, man. So I don't know. We'll see how they play the second half, you know. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, it is also a loaded conference too. So
I mean, if we look at the division currently, really quick, let me pull it up right now. I mean, that can still happen, dude. To be honest, let's look at conference. So right now, KC is 7th, but dude,
Yeah.
they're locked in 5-3 with like 4 other teams.
yeah, they'll be out of the playoffs right now. If it started today, they'll be out.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit's crazy. Denver 6-2. Holy shit, man. New England 6-2 cracks me up every single time.
That is crazy, man.
Damn,
yeah, the
man.
Chiefs. Let's see. They got the Bills. Yeah, they got the Bills this weekend. That's gonna be a test.
That's a loss. I'll say that. That's a loss.
You think so?
Josh Allen always wakes up for Pat Mahomes in the seasons. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's
always.
True. That's true.
When it comes to playoffs, he disappears.
Yeah,
But the season, he
disappears.
always wants to play hard. So, dude, they have back-to-back loss technically. Bills and Broncos.
Yeah,
Because
at Broncos. It's at Broncos. Yeah,
at Broncos. Then look at the next 4 weeks. They got at Bills, at Broncos. Then Colts play them in KC, and then you go to Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking brutal, bro. I see them missing the playoffs. I'm sorry.
So you're going back to it.
I'm sticking. They're going 1-3. They probably beat the Cowboys, but they won't beat the Bills. They won't beat the Broncos, and they won't beat the Colts. That's how good the Colts are.
I see, man. I mean, yeah, it's definitely the tough. But they're getting a lot more players back.
The next 4 weeks, they're going 1-3. Next 4 weeks, they're going 1-3. They're not winning. That's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. All right. Thursday night, we got Dolphins against the Ravens. Ravens are here by 7.5. This is going to be in Miami. Dolphins get the win last week, but I think they're still pretty crappy. So give me the Ravens here.
I think Ravens win that game. I don't know if he's playing. Lamar's playing or no.
I probably would just sit him out, honestly.
Yeah, it's a short week, so probably not.
Just sit him out. Bears and Bengals is going to be in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Bears are favored by 2.5 points. Yeah, give me the Bears here. The Bengals are kind of not quite there yet.
I think Bengals will win this game because they need to win this game, and it's at home. And Bears game doesn't really travel. To be honest, a young team. So give me Bengals.
Vikings and Lions. If this was last year, it would have been a really good game. But Detroit's favored by 8.5 points in Detroit. Give me the Lions here. It should be easy win for them.
Yeah, Lions as well. I think JJ's coming back though. McCarthy, he might be.
But he's not. I don't know. I'm kind of out on him. I don't think he's really that as good as it.
He needs a whole year still, man. Another year. It's very up and down for him. So
they're really regretting letting Sam Darnold walk. All right. We got Packers against the Panthers. Packers are favored by 12.5 points in Lambeau. This is a joke. Oh yeah, give me the Packers.
Give me the Panthers. I'm just kidding. Give me the cat. give me. I'm not that stupid. Give me Green Bay as well too, right? If Green Bay loses this game, bro, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off.
This would be like this since the Cleveland loss. I would just be like, oh my god, dude.
In Lambeau, dude. In Lambeau. Damn.
Yeah, there's no way they lose. Chargers against the Titans. Chargers favored by 9.5 points. It's gonna be in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Chargers though.
Same here, Chargers. They need this. They gotta continue this winning streak.
Yeah, but Chargers have a way of losing against the crappy teams, you know. So
they always do.
Man.
They lost
to the Panthers. Like the hell. Pats against the Falcons. It's gonna be in Foxborough. Pats are favored by 6.5 points. Give me the Pats though. Falcons are struggling.
Give me the Pats as well.
Hey, the two game of where there's a bunch of injuries. 49ers against the Giants. This is going to be in MetLife Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
49ers are favored by 2.5 points. Give me the Niners, though.
Same here, Niners, man. Yeah, Niners.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a close game because with all the injuries, but give me the Niners.
Yeah. Colts and Steelers. Colts are favored by 3.5 points in Pittsburgh. Yeah, give me Colts, dude.
I'm going with my hometown, man. Steelers.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that much faith in their defense.
They're not losing three. They're not losing
best offense in the league.
They're not losing 3 straight. They're not losing. They're not losing 3 straight. I'm telling you right now, they're not. And I'm telling you, they're gonna win this game.
Are the best offense, and the Steelers defense is one of the worst.
But the thing is, they still have the best defensive coach in Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but they're so bad defensively.
I know. I agree. But just for one game, they'll tune up, man. This is a big game for them too, man. So
it is. They got to hold the lead as long as they can in
Yeah.
that conference. All right. We got the Broncos against the Texans. This is going to be in Houston. Houston's favored by 1.5 points. I'm not sure how that's possible. Give me the
Houston's been playing
Broncos,
well,
man.
man. They've been playing well lately too. That's why.
Yeah, the Broncos are 6-2.
But Broncos games don't travel, man. That's it sometimes, you know.
Yeah, that's true. It is not at home. But yeah, still give me the Broncos. Though. Texans are kind of wishy washy.
Same here, man. I don't believe in Texans either. So give me Broncos as well.
All right, I got the Jags and the Raiders, a game that no one's gonna watch. Jags are favored by 3.5 points. It's gonna be in Vegas. Give me the Jags. Duval. Oh man, I do want that coach to win though. Like I just like the coach.
That's the best presser ever, dude. Duval.
It's always memorable, man. Holy shit. All right, I got the Rams and the bye week. Rams are favored by 14.5 points against the Saints. This is insane, dude. This is in SoFi. Give me the Rams.
They're not gonna cover the spread, but Rams will win. They're not gonna.
You don't think they're going to win by more than 14 points? I think so, man. Saints are bad. Saints are terrible.
They are bad. But I think they're starting the other QB now, right? Sauceburg or whatever his team is. I forgot. They're benching Ritter, I think, you know, and so they might play competitively. Yeah.
All right, got the Bills and the Chiefs, possibly the game of the week. This is going to be in Buffalo, but KC is favored by 1.5 points. Give me the Bills, though.
Bills, man. Did you see what freaking Cook did last week, bro?
No.
Pull up the stat for Cook. It's insane, dude.
James Cook. What did he get? Let's see. Last game, 108. No, that's not it. 216 yards. Oh, holy crap. 2 touchdowns.
Look at the receiving, too.
Golly, man.
Yeah, 68 fantasy points.
Damn. That's insane. I mean, it is against the Panthers, though.
But still, man. That's crazy.
Why did the Chiefs? Is it just because Rashee Rice is coming back? Is that why the Chiefs are favored? And they've been kind of hot?
Oh, they're playing. The last couple of weeks, they've been playing well, man.
Yeah.
And so they caught that momentum of winning games. And, you know, Buffalo hasn't played well lately, right? Besides, you know, yesterday's last week's game. So they're kind of giving the edge to the KC. Yeah, and they know that, you know, Mahomes always has Josh Allen's number, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they're giving them that, you know. I'm surprised, though. It's in Buffalo. Why wouldn't you give 1.5 to Buffalo?
Exactly. Though? That's why I would expect, too. If they're an away team.
I don't know either.
All right, next up we got the Commanders against the Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 2.5 points. It's going to be in Baltimore. I'm not Baltimore. For home for Commanders. But yeah, give me the Seahawks. The Commanders are kind of a mess right now.
My other hometown, man.
You going for Commanders?
Give me my Commanders.
I mean, yeah, you want Seahawks to lose anyway, so yeah, makes sense.
I have a friend, dude, who's like up on Sam Darnold's ass right now. He's so freaking happy. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
I mean, who's having a better season, Sam Darnold or Matthew Stafford?
Don't even start with me about that shit, bro.
It is Matthew Stafford having a better season, by the way.
Motherfucker.
But all right, last game of the week, we got the Cowboys against the Cardinals. Cowboys are favored by 2.5 points. It's going to be in Arlington. Yeah, give me the boys here, though. Boys are
Cardinals. Good. Nope. Yeah. Cowboys. For sure, man.
Yeah, heavy cut. All right, that wraps up our predictions for football. Let's go into some basketball real quick.
First week just completed, buddy. Let's see what you think about basketball, man. What's your takes? Hot take.
A lot of controversy, man. A lot of controversy. I mean, I guess let's go to the first one. Which team has surprised you so far? Early overreaction, new season, we're overreacting, right? Which team has surprised you so far?
Good or bad one?
Both. Let's do both. Which one were you expecting to start off a little bit better? Not even just record-wise, but just how they look, and which team is...
The team that I was high on, that I really felt they might make the Eastern Conference Finals, but definitely be a top 3 team, is Orlando Magic. They are 1-3, and the games they lost, wow. Yeah. Like, I'm surprised. I mean, I take that back. Orlando's not going to go far. Paolo Banchero, man, he's a second coming of Josh Smith.
Who? Paolo, like the early Josh Smith or the late one? Like the one that was really good stat stuffer, or the one that like slowly started to fade and just became a regular?
No, both, because Paolo Banchero, watch his game. He doesn't have a shot. He uses his physicalness and upper, like very big. Like how Josh Smith did. Josh Smith had no shot. He just overpowered people, right? And he's a walking mismatch, right? And so Paul Banchero doesn't have a shot at all. Like, and so it's easy to defend Magic because all he's gonna do is get the ball and just bang you in. and most of the time it's offensive foul. And so the only real player on that team is Franz Wagner, which I told you I'm really high on. I would want Lakers to get him so bad, like give him draft picks and get that guy out of Orlando.
Right.
He's like, honestly, you're gonna laugh at me, man, but that'll be a perfect player next to Luka. How Tony Kukoc was to Jordan. You're gonna laugh at me, but that's what I would think, you know. And so Orlando's disappointment, man. I'm disappointed in Orlando, and the team that I'm very impressed with. And Tapas, give me my flowers. I told you if this team stays healthy, they'll be top 3 team in the East. Currently, they're number 1 in the East.
Sixers.
Didn't I tell you they're loaded? Didn't I tell you those boys will be balling? I told you they got the best draft pick. They got the best draft pick in VJ Epcom. Best draft pick. Who's actually gonna win the Rookie of the Year? Because Cooper Flag stinks, and Dylan Harper is just a regular role player. And I don't know what the hell the other guy's doing in Utah. But VJ Epcom, bro, the first 2 games broke, or actually his debut, he broke Allen Iverson's record. These guys are real deal, man.
Runs.
Watch VJ Epcom play, man. He's a perfect player, a team who needs a 3-and-D player. This guy is the best 3-and-D player right now as a young player, rookie. I'm telling you, man. This guy defends, he plays, he makes shots. He does everything that he makes when he gets the opportunity to shoot. He'll shoot the ball, and he's also aggressive, ultra aggressive, man. I'm very impressed with them. I'm very, very impressed. And the way they're managing Embiid, he's not playing every game. I know Embiid had that comment saying that if you're gonna limit me when I play, I'd rather just stay home, which I completely agree with Embiid. Because look, if you're coming to work and you're gonna tell me to work 6 hours instead of 8 hours, then why the hell are you calling me in? So I completely agree with Embiid. If you're gonna make me play, I'm not making me play. If I'm gonna play my regular minutes. Don't sit me out for rest management during the game, because I already suited up. I already warmed up. Play me my regular minutes, and I agree with that. They should play him his regular minutes, but they're managing his playing time, like not back to back and all that. So I'm very impressed with Sixers. And the West, before I give it to you, San Antonio Spurs 4-0. I knew they were gonna be good, but damn, they might be better than Denver in going in the standings wise. They might be second overall after OKC. I mean, they're playing really well.
That's an overreaction, but I saw one.
That is a little overreaction, but dude, I don't think anyone can again defend Victor. So, but overall, the West has been West so far. Nothing has really surprised me as much. Utah is 2-1. That's about it. But San Antonio being 4-0 is really good, man. I mean, they beat good teams. Oh, actually, sorry, Alice. The fuck? They lost to Washington Wizards? You kidding me, bro? Washington Wizards?
Yeah. They're probably the most disappointing for me.
Yeah. And didn't they lose to Charlotte too? Or they won? Maybe they beat Charlotte. I don't forget whatever happened. But yeah,
they beat the Raptors. They lost to the Thunder, the Wizards, and the Spurs.
So they're disappointing. So those are my take so far.
So I will rebuttal. Okay, the whole Sixers thing. Who have they beaten this year? A crappy Celtics team without the best player.
The Celtics,
they barely beat the Wizards in overtime just now. They beat the Hornets. You're telling me this is your elite team?
Hey, man.
They beat the Wizards, Magics, Hornets, and the Celtics.
Are you talking
they
about
haven't beaten a good team yet? Again, overreaction, I know.
The Wizards, the team Wizards that beat Dallas, who was supposed to be in the finals.
No, I know, but you just said Dallas has you expected Dallas not to be that great, right? They're supposed to be a contender.
But not everybody else. Everybody thought that Dallas was going to be a championship team.
Right. So the fact that they've only beaten these teams, I'm not like, oh my god, they're the best, right? Because the thing with the Eagles, the Sixers, is that this Embiid thing is going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. He's going to start bitching a lot more. He's going to hate the fact that Edgecombe and Maxey are getting all the highlights, all the praise. He's going to hate that. This dude is a narcissist I've ever seen one. He's going to hate it. So this team, I'm surprised at 4-0. Don't get me wrong. That's great for them, but they're not going to last there for sure. They're not top 3 for sure. The team that has surprised me in the most positive way would probably be the Bucks. I think you and I both thought the Bucks would not be good.
They beat New York today.
They beat New York today. They beat New York. They've actually beaten good teams. So that's probably the team that I'm most surprised by. They beat the Wizards, Raptors, lost to the Cavs, and they beat the Knicks. So that's probably the team I'm surprised by. Pointing wise, in the East, I would probably say the Magic as well. I think Magic should have been better. I expected them to be 4th or 5th best overall. But again, it's still early. In the West, I think for sure it has to be the Spurs. Wembanyama looks good. They look unbeatable. He looks like an MVP caliber player. He's just another level, honestly. But let's see if he can stay healthy. That's my only thing. Like I hope he stays healthy because it would be like watching the NBA version of Shohei Ohtani. Shohei can pitch lights out and then he can hit the ball like
Mhm.
crazy. Wembanyama can be he is the best defensive player in the league by far. And then he can also
Yeah,
play offense like
he had
nobody
8
else.
blocks against New Orleans or something. I was like,
That
God,
was like an
damn.
average night for him, which is
That's
crazy to
crazy.
me.
That's
He
crazy,
followed that.
man.
I mean, he went from a 40 and 15 to that the next game. And I was like, oh, he went back down to earth. 8 blocks? Are you kidding me? Almost a triple double? Crazy, man. He's a stat stuffer. Most disappointing, I agree with you, will be the Mavericks. Them or the Rockets. I think the Rockets should have in their 1 and 2.
But
I get they lost to the Thunder, but they can't lose to the Pistons.
so the thing with Rockets, the reason I'm easy on them, man, is because I don't know why everyone picked them to be the top in the West. I never thought they would. Even with Van Fleet, I didn't think they were good enough because Durant is not that number one guy anymore. He's more of a number two guy. And to be honest, the reason why I hold Dallas to a high standard because they have so much depth. At the same time, Davis is only 32. And they have Kyrie, who's also 32. They're both in their prime. Kyrie's coming back in January, February. Davis should be able to hold fork because he has a better roster around him than he did in Lakers, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I expect Dallas to be better. And AD's not playing the dominance I always told everyone that the reason I didn't like AD as the future of the Lakers, he doesn't have that. Some players have that like Luka
alpha
has
mentality,
it.
right?
Victor has it.
Yeah.
Like Jalen Brunson has it. Like, those players have that shit. Like, I want it. Give me the fucking ball and I'm gonna go. Like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that it factor. So that's the difference between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford has that it factor. Jared Goff, I'll go out and throw 350 yards with 5 touchdowns. I might lose that game though. It's okay, whatever. So that's what I'm trying to say. So
80 is a better Robin than he is Batman. He can't be Batman. He's not comfortable. He needed LeBron. And I think you and I talk about it a lot of time. Like I think LeBron always hoped to pass the torch to AD for the Lakers. Like, I'll do this, and then you take over AD, and you'll be the star of the Lakers. And AD was just never taking it. He never took the opportunity. He never put his heart into it. I think he played. He's a very talented player, but he never really wanted that.
Exactly.
Whereas Luka just kind of just came in and just took it. Like day one, you can just tell this is Luka's team.
Exactly.
Right away. And that's the kind of presence that AD didn't have. I think they really are just hoping that Kyrie comes back soon. Like they need Kyrie. I think he is that mental leader, and without him, they're gonna continue to struggle because Cooper Flagg's still developing.
Exactly.
And Anthony Davis, I mean, I don't think he's there to really again, I'll give my 25 and 10, but that's all you expect from me. Don't expect me to go out there and lock it down, whatever.
We haven't forgot to talk about my Lakers.
Yeah.
They're 2-2.
Luka's out for 1 week.
Yeah, they're 2-2. Luka killed the record, scored 90 plus points in the first 2 games. One game he had 40 something, another game he had 49, missed a free throw for 50. And then right away he was out for 1 week, and we played a back-to-back game. No, it was a back-to-back. It was the first game of back-to-back in Sacramento where Austin Reeves went off for 50-something points, had almost a triple-double, 1 assist away from a triple-double. We lost to Portland. I figured we were going to lose that because it was a back-to-back. We played so well in Sacramento. I'm impressed with what I see so far. DeAndre Ayton putting up the numbers that are supposed to be put up. I told my other friend, wait, what? Hold on, look. All right, let me finish my thought.
Okay.
Luka being out was great. It was a blessing, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know why? Because our role players weren't ready to step up or something. Now our role players need to freaking step up. So I'm glad that Luka's out for a week because now DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, Ryu, Vanderbilt, all of them got to step up, and they did. Like, for example, against Sacramento, DeAndre had 22 and 14. Yesterday, DeAndre had a back-to-earth game, which is like 15 and 8, I think, or something he had. I forgot what 16 and 8. But that's his average, though, 16 and 8. He needs to average that, But, like, what he did in Sacramento, that's what he needs to do when Luka and LeBron are out, right? To dominate.
Right.
So I'm kind of happy where we're at. But, yes, I do agree that Lakers need to make some type of move. And honestly, I know you're going to laugh at me, but I am all in for Dylan Brooks, man. I'm telling you. Lakers, Yeah, as a role player, man,
Why?
dude, he's a way better role player than we have right now, man. I'm telling you, him starting with Luka brings that defensive toughness and that greediness that we
What?
need. I'm telling you, man.
Who are you taking out then? Hachimura?
Fine. If you don't want, fine. If you don't want to start him, at least bring him off the bench. Do you know what he's doing in Phoenix right now? He's putting up points, man. We have no one that wants the ball and wants to shoot and wants to make anything off the bench. Lakers bench. I mean, besides Marcus Smart, he's playing well. He's more of a defensive guy than an offensive guy. But we have nobody else that wants like the rock and make anything.
What about your boy Marcus Smart?
No, Marcus Smart can still play. He's still a defensive maker. What do you mean? No, I'm saying but I'm just saying that's another guy coming off the bench with Marcus Smart. I'm saying. But Dylan Brooks doesn't mind scoring.
Wait, you want Dylan Brooks for his offense?
Both.
I've never heard that before.
Both offense and defense. Dylan Brooks is pretty aggressive, man. To be honest with you.
Come on, man. There's better players out there. You cannot, because he's in a command Hachimura kind of trade. Would you want to trade Hachimura?
I wouldn't trade Hachimura, but I would definitely throw in Gabe Vincent, who's an expiring contract, and also I know you're not a fan for Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I'll throw both of them in.
Yeah, very fine. That I can understand.
That's what I'm trying to say. Take those two players out and put in Dylan Brooks. I would want that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I would want Dylan Brooks to start because we need a defense.
But that's what I'm saying though. Hachi more off the bench with points, that'll be great, man.
Yeah, but Hachi also isn't really good a really good bench player either. Like he needs to be and kind of get momentum to be effective.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin Reeves, his value has skyrocketed this year just because of how he's been playing. I mean, he's averaging 34 points a game, which is crazy for Austin Reeves.
Yeah. He's going to command that 30, 40 million range that he's going to command, man. The max.
We got to keep him, though, dude. We got to keep this kid.
Dude, honestly, man, I'm telling you, we do. But I hope they do. But 40 million for Austin Reeves.
Do it. He's worth it. We already made the mistake with Caruso walking
Exactly.
away.
It is a homegrown player. Lakers fans will hate it. So I do feel they will end up keeping him. But I'm saying if there's a trade, another role player that I really want that I talked to you on Saturday. I really, really want Lakers to push for it. And I know we've been in talks a lot of time is Vucevic from Chicago.
Oh, Vucevic.
I really, really want him, bro. Like he'll be the offensive player that Lakers need down low. I'm telling you, that guy is fucking baller, dude.
So if he starts, you would have
Ayton off the bench.
Ayton off the bench?
Yeah.
You already give up on him that much?
No, I'm not giving up on him.
You wouldn't want to be power forward?
No.
I think he'd be better power forward than you would center.
I mean, Vucevic would be a better power forward than center.
Because who's a better defender?
Ayton.
You think so?
Down low, yeah. Down low player, yeah. Vucevic is not known for defense at all. Not known for defense at all. He's more of more of a finesse player. So, but think about that lineup. If we can acquire Dylan Brooks and Vucevic and have them start along with Ayton, Luka, Reeves.
Your answer for our team is Dylan Brooks and aging Vucevic.
But I'll tell you right now, though, Tapis, like I know you're laughing at me, man. I'm not looking for a star because I feel that Austin Reeves, Luka, and LeBron are 1, 2, and 3 for a championship team. You're missing the focus. I'm not going after a superstar. I'm going after because like Shaq says, role players will win you games in the finals, in the playoffs. I'm trying to get this 2020 role player team. You know, like when we had Danny Green, we had Dwight Howard. You laughed at Dwight Howard at that time. Dwight Howard. You laughed at JaVale McGee too back then. Those kind of players, right? Remember, people were like, why Dwight Howard? Nobody wanted him. JaVale McGee. People made fun of, like Danny Green just won like in Toronto. He's done. He's watched too. And the Caldwell Pope. Like I'm trying to create a team for Lakers that can win a championship in the playoffs, right? Or go deep in the playoffs and go to the finals, right? I personally believe right now that Luka, Reeves, and LeBron, if all healthy, there are 1, 2, and 3. They can get it done. They just need a supporting cast. I love Marcus Smart. I love DeAndre Ayton. I love Rui Hachimura. But everybody else, I hate. Those are the only 3 role players I like. That's it. Nobody else. Everybody else I hate, like straight up hate. I would get rid of them and go get somebody else. And that's what I'm saying. If you get Nicholas,
we have the biggest waste of space in our roster in Bronny James.
I agree. I know, but that's what I'm saying. So if we can like the expiring contract we have for Gabe Vincent and Vondo, if we could do something with those expiring, like for example, Dylan Brooks still has like 3 years remaining in that 4-year deal that he signed, or 2 years remaining in that 4-year deal he signed with Houston Rockets. Like maybe, Phoenix Suns are like, we want to get rid of that contract because we want cap space because Phoenix Suns going nowhere this year. They can be like, all right, give us your expiring, And that kind of cancels each other out because if you think about it, if you put Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent's contract together, that matches Dylan Brooks' contract. The same thing for Vucevic. I don't know what his contract status is, but we can throw in a first-round pick maybe. I don't know if we want to, but that'll be a push. But Vucevic is that type of player that he can actually shoot the ball. He's the better three-point shooter than anybody in our roster, to be honest. Dude, imagine Vucevic in the corner with Luka there. I'm just saying, I'll just tell you that if we get Dylan Brooks as a defensive anchor and we get Vucevic as our offensive three-point baller as a forward, that starting 5 to 7 man thing right there, that's a hard team to beat for Lakers. No one, that's tough.
I love Laker fan, and I am a big Laker fan.
Don't call me a Laker, bro.
I am.
Dude, but
like,
Tappas, this is realistic. But Tappas,
this
is realistic.
The whole last season, every single time I told you, our biggest issue is defense. We don't defend. And you want to add a lineup of 5 players who none of them is known for their defensive prowess. Absolutely zero. And you're saying they'll be unstoppable. Yeah, but then the other team will score 20 more points than us because we'll be unguardable. We can't guard anybody. That's what happened in the playoffs. That's what happened, in the regular season. Our point differential for wins and losses in the last year was 1 point. That's how bad our defense was. So like, how is and one more thing. Obviously, that's my biggest thing. We're not a defensive team, and Redick is not a defensive minded coach because he also never fucking played defense in his entire life. He was like you on the basketball court, just sit by the 3-pointer and chuck it. That's how you were, right? That's how you play. Granted, you're a good shooter, but that's how Redick was too, right? That's probably why you like him so much, honestly, because he reminds you of you and your basketball. But how confident do you feel that LeBron is going to come back to the player that he was last year?
He might not be what he was last year, but even like 80% of
because his numbers dipped when Luka came in.
Yeah, but again, that was in the mid-season with only 30 games left, so you gotta give that benefit of the doubt as well. Yeah, he had the training camp, even though he didn't really participate too much in it.
Right.
It's to be determined. We'll see.
Because do you think he's gonna be a 27-6 player?
No. I'll tell you right now though, he'll be 25 and I don't know how many assists or rebounds, but he'll be 20 for sure. I could put him in for 20. 99 out.
Yeah, 20 I give you. I give you 20. Then, because when he comes back, obviously Luka's gonna be Luka. He'll do his thing. He'll score his points. But then Austin Reeves also takes a huge step back. So would you feel like LeBron will defer also to Austin Reeves to let him? Because we've seen what Austin Reeves can do when you're given him full charge of your team, right? Do you think LeBron should be like, okay, I'll be third in line now. Austin Reeves, you go off. Luka, you do your thing. We're expecting you to do that. And then that I think that makes much more sense than still having LeBron as your number 2. What do you think?
You know what I would do for the Lakers coach right now? Oh, not right now. If I was able to get the players, I'm still back on that really quick. Let me finish the thought process. Okay, if we got Dylan Brooks and Vucevic, right? All right, you're gonna laugh at me, right? If I was a coach, right? Coach, I'm putting Coach K hat on right now, right? Okay, you're gonna laugh at me, right? Ready to be laughed, all you want, right? I would bring Austin Reeves off the bench.
Why?
Because
why would you do that?
Because he can come in for Luka, right? He'll finish the game in the fourth. But I'm saying like the Manu Ginobili role. You need offense. He can create for himself and create for others too. Dude, Austin Reeves plays similar to Manu Ginobili. Very right. Very similar.
Yeah.
And so people didn't laugh back then when Manu Ginobili came off the bench, but he closed the game in the fourth with Duncan and everybody else, Parker and them, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't be surprised if Lakers got better role players. I would want Reeves to come off the bench and orchestrate that, being that main guy. Because if you look the way he did in Sacramento, it was Austin Reeves and a bunch of role players, and he played well. So if he comes in for Luka and LeBron, maybe he's on there or off there, doesn't matter. He can play. We know he can play good with LeBron. He's played with LeBron already for 4 years.
Right.
We know Austin Reeves can play with LeBron. It's just with
he played
Luka.
better without LeBron.
Yeah, he does. I agree. But the thing is this: he plays better when he has the ball in his hand, right? Like every other player, right?
Exactly.
And so he's not really good off the ball player. And so that's why if it comes off the bench for Luka, the spark we need for offense, that's what take care of itself. But we gotta have better role players for that, right? We don't have that, right? We can't have Gabe Vincent and freaking LeBron's son and all them and Dalton Connect, right? I mean, they're not playing well, right? So that's what I feel. But to answer your question, to main question, you said I don't know how LeBron's gonna be. And you are right. When they're on the floor with Luka, Austin Reeves dips, and also LeBron kind of didn't play well, and it's because Luka, it's kind of like Kobe. It's hard to play with him, you know.
Yeah.
He demands the ball, right? He demands the ball for like 80% of the shot clock, right?
Yeah.
So
he's also very unselfish. Like unlike Kobe, he's also very unselfish.
Exactly, and so it's kind of hard, right? It's adjustment period, and last year they only had 30 games, and there's like barely practice time. And there's shockwave that he actually got traded, because no one ever thought he got traded.
Right.
He would be traded. I think this year will be this year it'll say a lot. Can LeBron play with them, because they had it from the beginning, right? And so same with Austin Reeves. Like, even though LeBron hasn't played, but he's still there in the training camp, you know, still like figuring. He finds out like how players are playing, and we'll see what comes about it, man. To be honest, it's just first week.
You know what I don't like to hear, potentially, like you say, a championship team, right? Is starting off the season, we're still saying we'll see, or what if. I don't like that.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Right? Because we look at OKC, we know this is what they're gonna do.
There's only one or
the
two
Nuggets, we know, right? I mean, right? But the Lakers are always like the one that we're like, we'll see if things go right, if we somehow land Dylan Brooks, which I don't know how you pull that name out of the hat. The last person I would have done with, as far as let's go to him for our offense, because he's shooting below 40% for the season. So yes, he's chucking up shots, but he's also not a good shot maker. And then I give you Vucevic. I think Vucevic will be a great addition. He is a shooter as well. He's like an upgraded Brook Lopez, which would be great for us. But oh man, it's a lot of what is. Again, I got to see what LeBron looks like, because the offense looked very stagnant, especially in the playoffs. The ball movement was pretty much just, all right, Luka, help us out here, because LeBron's not making his 3-pointers anymore. So we don't know what to do. I think for Lakers to succeed, it's got to be Luka and Austin Reeves, the two show, and then LeBron be the facilitator. But that's a huge ask, because I don't know if LeBron's ready for that. He's already butthurt about not being able to call Lakers his team anymore.
I agree.
All
first
right,
week,
well,
man. First week. Let's see how it goes.
First week, I love it, man. This is awesome.
We'll be back by Thanksgiving, man. We'll talk more about that for sure.
Yeah.
I can go on and on with a Laker conversation. You already know that, man.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah, all day long, man. But
so
again, this is our early overreaction. We obviously are very hyperbolic. You know, Keneal's all the way in for Sixers. I think just let's hold off on it. We'll have plenty more takes. Should be a good weekend of baseball and football. Can't wait to Game 5. We got to win and get to see the Rams get blown out by Saints. Until then, Brown Balls, we are out.